Welcome back to The Factor. Uncensored. U.S. prosecutors calling this one of the biggest financial frauds in American history. Today was the second day of the hearing in cryptocurrency company FTX and its founder Sam Bankman-Fried, who allegedly used customer funds for his own personal use. Congress is still figuring out one of the biggest cryptocurrency exchange imploded, why it imploded, and billions of dollars disappeared. Dr. Dietrich Von Biedenfeld from the University of Houston downtown joins us here on The Factor Uncensored. Just how deep is this fall with Mr. Fried?
Well, when you go from $32 billion valuation to zero, that's a pretty precipitous fall. So this is not new. We've got an attorney general who's indicted for securities fraud. We've seen Kirby John Caldwell, a local pastor, indicted for these things. Pump and dump schemes are not anything new. The problem is, much like Theranos, you have these very high-powered people, Tom Brady, Gisele Bündchen, sort of telling consumers, this is a great place, this is a safe stock. So you've got this massive perpetuation of this perception of security, and again, $8 billion of movement to personal investments that are allegedly hedged fund, those sorts of personal investments that they're talking about. You might mask them for a while as political donations that companies do, but they really seem to be for the personal benefit and aggrandizement of Mr. Bankman-Fried.
Now, many of the celebrities that you mentioned are the big draw for the average person out there, for the public out there. In your opinion, should they hold any culpability, or are they just hired guns? And once something like this happens, they should come out and apologize and say, we didn't know.
Usually you apologize and you settle. You settle quickly because even if you win, you're out the legal expenses. The culpability is tricky because we don't pay Tom Brady to throw stock options. We pay him to throw a football. So if you are looking to an actor or actress to say, really, that's not, are you a certified financial planner? Let's see your licenses. Let's see your training. And when you're turning over billions of dollars in resources to a 30-year-old, I don't know. I mean, some of these things, we've seen a spate of deaths, and there's a lot of conspiracy theories associated with it, but I do think that a lot of the collective weight has caused more suicides, a lot of pressure among these individuals, and the reality that they may get caught by the Commodities Future Trading Commission, and they then will be subject to prison. And these billions of dollars in mythical, ethereal currency, these bitcoins, dogecoins, etc., will mean nothing.
Now, what would you tell people to do when it comes to cryptocurrency? There was a time when I was just like Dogecoin king, and then I saw the bottom falling out, and I said, let me pull mine out, and but what would you tell people who still may be using cryptocurrency?
You've got to do your due diligence, consult a financial planner to get that specific advice, but also look at things. We moved formally away from the gold standard in '71, but we'd already done this back as early as 1933. So looking at sort of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies that are tied to a finite amount, that 21 million number, that's going to be a more secure currency than something like Dogecoin that just goes everywhere. And so as long as people are excited about it, the value goes up. But as soon as the excitement goes down, there is no real value. So look at those currencies that have something tangible, something measurable, and something finite that says, hey, at this point, we get no more.
Would you tell people to even consider old school investment, like rather than cryptocurrency, something tangible that you can take home like gold and silver?
I'm always a fan.
Silver bars at home now.
Always.
Don't rob me.
Always a fan of those tangible, measurable, intrinsic value things. If nothing else, platinum can be used by cell manufacturers and their equipment, right? So there is a purpose for it, and there is a value. You know what's recession-proof? Booze, right? I mean, if you've got a nice collection of wine, people use it to celebrate. People use it when they're sad. So there are a lot of tangible assets that I personally prefer over these sort of ephemeral ideas that are less fungible as far as transferring among. But then again, if you're doing something nefarious like Silk Road, cryptocurrency is going to be your best bet. So if you're doing something illegal or nefarious, cryptocurrency is still going to be one of your best options to commit those acts. Don't do it. But
when we look at traditional investments, Dr. Von Biedenfeld, what would you suggest? Not talking about a specific type of investment, but what would you say? Stocks, bonds, or just putting your money in an interest-bearing savings account? What?
Oh, one of the worst things is an interest-bearing savings account. There's a biblical parable about burying your talents, and I don't want anybody to come back and yell at me about it. So, no, I would not do that. But traditional stocks, innovative companies, Coca-Cola, there's always a market. They not only deal in soda water, but they also have juices and water. So those diversified companies are great. And real estate. People always need a place to live. So in certain places and certain markets, you've got those eviction laws that get a little tricky. You know, your tenant isn't paying, and California won't let you throw them out. But in Texas, they will.
All right. Dr. Dietrich Von Biedenfeld from the University of Houston downtown.